All right, man. I was just reading a little interview they did with Quandre Diggs. I think it was on the Free Press. I'll link the article in the description under article link. And it sounds like the Patriot way. Got Quandre Diggs traded. Let's talk about it. We back. Mercy Sports Talk. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the videos. And he said that pretty much they wanted to control voices in the locker room, and it wasn't a complete blind side to him. Now, what was coming out was, his play was dropping off, or he was, he wasn't playing the same as he once was. And like I said before, Davis played, it never dropped up. He's still there. And a few other guys still there. Tavon Wilson ain't been particularly playing well, but he's still there. But he basically said they wanted to control voices in the locker room, and it wasn't a complete shock to him. And pretty much said he got no ill wills towards the organization, Martha, Bob, and Rod Wood, and Patricia. But at the end of the day, I guess he was voted the team captain just on a 3-year extension. But I thought it was more about money, all right? But he said it was more about the Patriot way in control. So, don't surprise me. It was talks about them trading Marvin Jones because, or some other veteran guys last year because they was revolting against Matt Patricia in the Patriot way. So, basically, Patricia, he want to be Bill Belichick. And if Bill Belichick isn't successful, without his mind and without great coaches around him, without Tom Brady. He built the culture. He had a lot of strong veterans there, from, Tony Bruschi, Mike Vrabel, Richard Seymour, Todd Law. So it worked because those veterans was tired of losing and they wanted to win. But the Lions don't have a history of winning shit. So he's trying to implement his system of the Patriot way in the locker room. And guess what? After a while, people put up with the mental grind and the militant type of style Bill Belichick, implements because they're winning. The minute they don't win, then you're going to hear guys leaving there saying they're not happy. But you got guys that came and gone in New England and said that, pretty much they didn't like it. But they enjoy winning, so they put up with it. But to implement that culture in Detroit is going to be tough because people don't want to play in Detroit because of this reputation that the city got, which ain't even really bad because you won't be living in Detroit anyway. But also, it's just going to be tough because you don't have a Tom Brady. You don't have your defensive mastermind ain't, Bill Belichick. But this don't surprise me. You could tell they trying to get rid of certain guys out of here, and they want to build the culture. Like I said, Darius Slay next. People got mad when Darius Slay say, I don't care if they trade me or not, because he knows what's going on. Everything from the outside don't really look as it seems on the inside. And from the inside of that locker room, they trying to weed out all the old Detroit Lions. This is why they gave Trey Flowers money. And if you pay attention, the players didn't vote Trey Flowers as a captain. They voted Amendola, so that was sort of a win for him. But they didn't vote Trey Flowers as captain. You know what I'm saying? So he trying to implement the Patriot style there, and at the end of the day, he willing to die with it in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Or he was willing to, lose some guys on the way to succeed. But to be honest, it don't surprise me at all. And being out in corporate working world America, you can't be outspoken. You know what I'm saying? You can't have an opinion like you want to have an opinion. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you got an opinion, then they want to fire you, or then they want to demote you, or then they want to put you through the bullshit. And that's what Quandre Diggs was going through, excuse me. In so many words, he basically said that I was outspoken, and they was mad because I had clout in the locker room, obviously being a leader. And, Patricia want his guys there. Bob Quinn is obvious. They got rid of a capologist. They got him out of a messed up situation with their money, with their salary. Got rid of him to bring the capologist in from Arizona. Yeah, you guessed it right. He had New England Patriot ties. You know what I'm saying? They brought Coleman in. He had New England Patriot ties. They trying to become New England. Matt Patricia, and I might talk about this in another video later. Matt Patricia needs his own style. It's multiple blueprints that work. Bill Belichick, it seems like he win the Super Bowl every year, but he don't. You know what I'm saying? Eagles had a system that worked, and You know, the Rams have a system that works and players are happy. You know, I wish he just implemented his own style. This was a video I meant to do over the summer, which I never got to, where Matt Patricia needs to, you know, customize his own way. The Patriot way is not always going to be the best way to do things, and it is other ways to do things, but guys ain't going to really want to play in Detroit now. I think it was, I forget who said, Landon Collins took a shot at Matt Patricia when he left New York at the time of Washington and said, nobody want to play in that Patriot way bullshit. Pretty much that's what he said. But, you know, at the end of the day, Quandre in a better situation with Seattle. And Lions traded him for a 5th, and I think they said a conditional 7th. So basically, he got traded for being outspoken, and they want Patriot player ways in there. So, in my opinion, you know, just knowing this, it's going to be tough for them to succeed. It's going to be a point where we have to wait till the Lions fire Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's just going to be what it is. I don't think the system's going to work. Bill O'Brien trying to make something happen in Houston. Still ain't happen. You know what I'm saying? Roman Cornell, he flaked out. Charlie Weiss flaked out. Josh McDaniels flaked out. So I wish Matt Patricia came with his own style. But hey, it is what it is. Mercy Sports Talk. Link that article in the description on the article link. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, quickest way to get in touch with me is email and Twitter. One time for the one time we gone.